I was getting a smoothie at a Julius Caesar. It's a smoothie place. Actually, you know what? It's not Julius. It's Orange Julius. But I couldn't see the sign well until very recently. Someone told me it wasn't Julius Caesar. Either way, I was there, right? I was there, and they put the name of the smoothie in big letters, and they put all the ingredients in little letters. So then I was leaning forward on the counter as far as I could. My stomach was on the counter. I was leaning just to see what was in one of the smoothies that I might like, right? So then the cashier, she's turned around, she's bent over, she's doing something with supplies. So I'm leaning over the counter as much as I can. But then she stands up, she turns around, and we're nose to nose. And then she limboed on me. She leaned back as far as she could. And I wanted to explain to her, ma'am, I wasn't trying to kiss you, all right? I have very bad eyes. I actually went to the optometrist. He put the thing in front of my face. I don't know what it's called, but it's the thing from the Justin Timberlake album. But I didn't want to explain all that, so I was just like, I don't love you, and walked away.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell a friend. That would be a huge help if you tell people about it. Sharing is great. There's like a share button, but if you tell people, they might click on it.
I do appreciate how all of you manage to be these like international individuals, you know? Like y'all care about things that are happening in the world, and you consume all this media that is not yours. You don't have to if you don't want to, right? Like, I know that we're right there and we're very loud about it, but if you wanted to put the Sony XM4s on, you could, you know? But y'all keep up with your politics and our politics. We don't even do that. It's pretty wild. Like, I'm sure y'all have seen Mitch McConnell freezing up. If you don't know who Mitch McConnell is, he is the leader of the Republican Party in the States. He's the full-time leader of the Republicans in the Senate, and he's a part-time mime. And I know you're wondering, you're like, how is this happening? We're wondering the same thing. How is this happening? How is this? This is crazy. He's not by himself. Biden's hella old. Trump is hella old. You know, Dianne Feinstein's hella old. We just keep letting older and older people stay in power, and we don't even really know why. I think that mainly there's something to be said for like how fearful Americans are. And so if there's anyone that can offer us any form of stability, we'll take it from them, you know? And that's what you get. You get people who serve 19 terms and everything. Came in. The fact that this man froze while they were asking if he was going to run for re-election, I think that was God answering for him. That's crazy. If you didn't see the video, basically they're like, would you be running for re-election? And then he went, huh. He looked, for a split second, he looked just like Jim from The Office. He was like... And then his aide walked up and they were like, did you hear him? It's like, hearing's not the problem, ma'am. You know? And there are some people that are like, oh, leave him alone. He's an old man. It's like, all right, well, just because you're old doesn't... Being old isn't a virtue. He was shitty all the way up until then, so... Do you know what I mean? And look, I hope... How do I word this? I hope he's able to maintain his health as well as the first responders from 9/11 that he voted against funding are able to maintain theirs. You know, like, I think that It's weird. It's an odd thing. It's every time he freezes, he looks like he looks like he's seeing. It looks like he's seeing all the black people he ever tried to stop from voting. Like it's like they're just in the room with him. He's like, huh. That is a lot. I know you're wondering how did this happen? How did we get here? How do we end up staying here? Because he's not the only one. I'm not even picking on Republicans really. There's old Democrats. There's Democrats that you're like, how is this the person? Surely someone else believes what they believe and is like able. Do you know what I mean? Surely, right? And I don't think that the U.S. is just a fearful country. I think that we have this reputation. They talk about how baseball is the great American pastime, but it's not. It isn't. The great American pastime is arguing. We love to argue so much. A lot of people want to redo the Civil War. Like that's how much we love to argue. And it's not about the candidate. There's nothing so special about McConnell. There's nothing so special about Biden or Trump that they keep being in the position that they're in. It's that we like to argue so much that we do not pay attention until it's too late, right? It doesn't matter, Biden, Trump, whatever. Throw all that stuff out there. You could put one party's candidate as a tomato and one party's candidate as a potato, and we'll still have it out. As dumb as that is, we would still be like, well, I do like potatoes, though. But we don't know. We're very unsure as a group of people, you know? You watch I'm sure it's terrifying for y'all, because y'all are so close. Like this, you as Canadians must feel how I felt when I lived next door to a drug dealer. Had nothing to do with me. It was none of my business. But I don't know. You'd hear stuff through the wall, and you're like, am I in danger? Like you even watch from afar the shootings that we have, the school shootings that we have. And it's genuinely terrifying. It's terrifying for us, you know? And so many of them happen that there's no keeping up. Like just within, a week of each other, there was a shooting, there was a hate crime, and then there was a shooting at a school. And you wonder, like, how is this sustainable? Is it possible for it to be sustainable? You know? You take a country that has this much crippling student loan debt, and you carpet bomb it with a bunch of school shootings. It's no wonder we don't like to read. Shit feels dangerous. That's my thing. It's like, I think it's going to change how future generations even talk about school, because there's just so many. It's not this like uncommon occurrence. And like, they don't all make international news because thank God not 13 kids aren't dying every time, but it's, you know, it is happening. It makes me wonder if 30 years from now, there's going to be a kid who turns to another kid. It's like, hey, him over there, he cold-blooded, got ice in his veins. Be like, what? Him? Yeah, him. What'd he do? It's like, he got a PhD. He went to school every day. He doesn't give a fuck. I've been trying to make more friends. This is the thing. When you are young and have a lot of friends, you think that you're good at making friends. But there's a chance that you're not. There's a chance that these friends are just from convenience and proximity, right? Because then when you get older, when you become an adult, you see how hard it is to make friends, you know? It's hard, whether you're trying to date someone or make a friend, it's incredibly difficult to walk up to someone and make something out of thin air. Because that's what you're doing when you're building relationships. And we're not always receptive to it, you know? We think that we're good at making friends. We think we want more friends, but sometimes it's not the day. I got too much on my mind. Or don't talk to me here. Or it's impossible to know. Huh? Like if somebody rolled up to you right now like, damn, man, I like your glasses. I like your hat. What you doing later? You'd be like, get the fuck away from me. I don't know if it's drugs you taking or drugs you need to be taking, but get away from me. I've been trying to make friends. I've been trying to make friends at the gym. Because that way I'll have a spotter. So I won't gym alone. If you don't know what a spotter is a friend who lets you believe in yourself too much. You go to the gym together and you're like, I think I could push 300. And he's like, we'll see. So I did it. I made a friend at the gym. I was working out and I saw this guy and he basically was on the machine that I needed, so I was sort of waiting around. And have you ever met someone that has been to so much jail they've been to so much jail that they are from jail? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you might be from Toronto, right? You might be from Vancouver. This man was from jail, okay? And you know he was from jail because he was like working out and he was barking in between reps. Like he was like, arr, 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 arr. It's like, okay. And he noticed me sort of lurking around waiting for him to be done on the machine. And he saw me. He was like, you trying to get on this one? I was like, oh, maybe. If that's okay with you. And he's like, let's take turns. I'm like, okay, cool. And so we did. We took turns. And I did my little like, And he did his like, arr, 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 arr. You know what I mean? And then for whatever reason, we just kept working out together. I was like, what workout are you doing? And he told me. And so we took turns for the rest of the time that we were at the gym. And we decided to be gym buddies. And I appreciate this about him. I really do appreciate this, that he did this, that he said this to me. You know, because we exchanged numbers and everything. And before I was about to leave, he was like, look, I got something to tell you. And I was like, oh, what? You know, what is it? And he was like, I did a little time. Have you ever had someone tell you something that they thought was a secret? But was so painfully obvious, you had to act surprised to not feel rude. So then he said, I did a little time. And I was like, oh, time where? Time like abroad? And he was like, no, the pen. And I was like, oh, yep, fair enough. Okay, I got you. And so we decided to be workout buddies, and next time that we're supposed to meet up, I was late because I got off work late, so now I was heading there, and I'm excited to see my new friend, my new gym buddy, my new spotter. And as soon as I see him, I'm thinking he's gonna have a smile on his face too. This man is pissed, right? I walk up, he's like, where the fuck was you? Okay? I already started working out. I already did chest, already did back, already did stomachs. I was like, do you mean abs? And he's like, that's what I said, nigga, stomachs. I was like, yep, you're right. Apples and oranges. Fair enough. So, we started working out, and it occurred to me that, like, if I really want a friend, the other thing that we do that stops people from being close to us is we, like, have little departments and categories for every friend. And sometimes we try to keep them there. Specifically, oh, I want you there. This is as far as I want the friendship to go. And then we wonder why we don't have anybody close to us. Because we didn't give at least everyone the chance to maybe be that close person to us. So I was like, if I'm going to be friends with this dude, I got to be his real friend. Not just a gym buddy. His real friend. Right? Because this is just a personal thing. I'm not trying to put this on anybody. But I genuinely believe that if someone does a crime and they go to jail and then they get out, it should be done. They paid their debt, and now it's time to move on, or else what reingratiates them back into society? Why change at all? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to do my best to, like, be his real friend. So I invited him to brunch. And Saturday comes, right? And he shows up to the brunch spot that I picked out, that I told him to come to, with the biggest brown bag I've ever seen in my entire... I didn't even know they made brown bags this big. It was a brown bag, might as well have been a garbage bag. This was crazy big, and it had a huge Tupperware of lasagna in it. And I was like, oh, why did you bring that? And he's like, it's brunch, isn't it? I was like, yep. But that's why we're here at the brunch restaurant. Like, you didn't have to bring any brunch with you because all the brunch is inside. I didn't know. And he's like, that's not what you said. I'm like, I understand. I didn't tell you not to bring anything. That's my bad. I didn't realize I needed to say, don't bring, all the brunch will be inside when we get there. And he's like, but it's brunch. And I was like, oh, yeah, you keep saying that, and I don't know what you mean. He's like, it's brunch. I brought my lunch. I was like, oh, this dude went to jail before brunch was invented. Okay. Cool. But my man loves $13 mimosas. I know because I was paying. After he finished one, he's like, let's get another one. I was like, well, let's implies both, but yeah, whatever. Okay. But it's great. It's a great friendship to have because, honestly, this dude, I can't say this like as a blanket statement, but I will say, if it's possible, one of the things I think that makes society better and would help and reingratiating these people back into society is if everybody had a friend who had been to jail. Because I will say this, a friend who's been to jail knows exactly when to leave a party. I went to a party this dude invited me to. I'm there for 12 minutes. And he's like, we need to get out of here. And I was like, oh, okay. And the next day I saw that party on the news. I was like, wow, he could smell it coming. Did y'all see the Alabama brawl? Yo. Who knew Wakanda was in Alabama? That was crazy. You know, that was wild. So many people came out of nowhere. That shit was like Black January 6th. That was like... That was crazy. If you didn't see the video, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it really quick. Basically, there was this one guy. He was an employee of the place, right? And he was like asking these people to move their boat, you know? So it was a black employee, but he was asking these people who happened to be white that had the boat to move their boat, and they wouldn't move the boat. I don't even know if this part is true, but I heard that the riverfront boat that was waiting to dock had been waiting for like 40 minutes because these people refused to move, right? So finally he just keeps going, like, you gotta move the boat, you gotta move the boat. They get out of their boat, they're cursing at him, and he's not backing down. He's like, you have to move the boat, I work here, you have to move the boat. And then they just keep cursing at him. Finally they put hands on him, and then they start fighting him. And he did his best. He held his own for quite a while. So it's not like they beat his ass, but they were clearly ganging up on this dude, right? And, you know, a lot of people, as soon as they saw the video, they got upset. I got upset when I thought it was going to bum me out, just seeing like 5 white dudes ganging up on this like middle-aged black dude and everything. And some people were upset about the racial part immediately. But I'm not going to lie. I was distracted. I wasn't. I didn't hate these people because they were ganging up on them and they were white. I hated them because they had a boat. You know what I mean? This isn't just a race thing. These rich fucks with a boat are trying to beat up a working class person. Is insane. You know, made me furious. And then they started fighting them, and then like other people came. And, you know, a lot of black people already saw what was happening. So then when the riverfront boat docked and other black people who saw what was happening, they all just swarmed. It looked like, you know, like that one episode in Game of Thrones where, you know, they were losing, but then just more just came down the mountain. It was like, I was like, God damn, okay, wow. Send in the troops, apparently. I should back up. When the fight started, the initial fight where the dude was getting ganged up on, he just threw his hat. Just threw it, and that almost felt like a signal. That was, as a black person, I didn't know that was our call to arms. I didn't know this was like, oh, okay, all right, we go now. That was wild to begin with. Then it was crazy because then so many people swarmed in, it turned into a huge brawl, and I don't know if you saw a video, but there was one person that wanted to help when they saw him getting jumped so badly that this nigga swam. Jumped in the water. From the camera angle, we don't know where he came from. I'd like to think he came from Africa. I'd like to think he started swimming 6 weeks ago in preparation. Because look, if you know, you know, the history of black people swimming, especially in the South, you know that we're not known for it. You know what I mean? And so I'm not gonna critique his swimming because I was just happy to see another black dude swim. That's just, every one of us swimming is a W, okay? But I do have to comment because he wasn't swimming normal. Did you see him swim? He wasn't swimming regular. This was not regular swimming, right? This man wasn't swimming to the fight. This man was punching the water till he got there. I knew he was gonna whoop ass when he got out of the water because he would. I've never seen someone punch water till they got to their location. That was so crazy. Go back and watch the video. This man punching with horsepower. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And then he gets out of the water, starts whooping ass, everybody whooping ass and everything. So you know that those white people, when it started fighting, then started more fighting, you know they were relieved when the cops got there, but they must have been conflicted because half the cops were black. Like that's a situation where even when the cops arrive, you're like, ooh, whose side are you on? Because I was kind of doing a thing before you got here. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's what's so wild. Because I think also, I've tried to put my mind in I tried to put myself in the mind of each person that was in the video in a way. Do you know what I mean? Because that's a terrifying thing. To get jumped is a terrifying thing. Then the person swimming. Then I'm just trying to think about every angle that I could think about it from. I'm not gonna lie. That must have been a huge surprise, because you out here ganging up on this one dude with your buddies, and then before you know it, there's just like 50 black people. That's listen. I'm telling you right now. Let's say y'all just blinked, and when you opened your eyes, there were 50 black people behind me. I'm not even saying you'd be scared, but you'd be surprised. You'd be like, wow, that was fast. That's all you'd say. You know? Because that's the thing. That's, I think, the strangest part, one of the weirdest parts, like when you start watching the video. Let's say you start watching the video, you had no context, nobody told you what was gonna happen, you hadn't seen any of the memes yet. The craziest thing about what happens is that, especially as a black person, I think some people are curious why black people have been memeing the shit out of it and everything. It's because if you know the South and you know the history of 5 white guys ganging up on a black guy and how that usually goes, you know, especially when they have enough money for a boat. Usually doesn't turn out well, you know what I mean? And so this was a different thing. This is a different outcome than we've ever really seen before, you know? Because I'll be honest with you. Let's say we're in a different time and there's no camera phones and they were able to leave before the cops got there. They would have just beat up that dude and left. You know? And that's my thing, where it's like, okay, yeah, whoop their ass, we all laugh, we all celebrate, whatever, but like, fuck up that boat. Like, fuck up the... What are you doing? Like, bust up the bow or something. Like, rip a rudder out, please. I do think that would hurt them more than the ass whooping. They just be standing there and looking like skippers. Not the boat! You know? I used to work at a grocery store. In a bad neighborhood. This is a terrible job. I lived in Chicago and I worked at this grocery store. It was horrible, right? And the thing I hate most about working at a grocery store is not good is the security not good. Because then security, anytime something would happen, the security would walk up to me and talk about what we're gonna do about it. Bro, I do this. You do this. And, all right, look, just hear me out. There was a guy who would come into our store, and he didn't come in often. It'd be like once every 2 months, maybe even once every 4 months if you were lucky. But this guy was crazy. And when he came in, he'd come in and he would fuck the lettuce. I know you wondering how, let me explain. It didn't have to just be lettuce, but it was anything he could cut a hole in, he'd go to town, right? I worked there. What are y'all groaning about? I had to see this. And so this dude, man, he would come in, cut a hole, go to town. Security guard come up to me. Security guard came up to me one time and was like, he's back. I was like, that's a you problem. And I don't know. This like dude was clearly not all there in the head and everything, but yeah, he would just come in, he'd catch a melon or something like that, and just make juice. Like this dude was. I know. But a security guard came up to me and was like, "He's back, so I'm gonna need your help." I was like, "All right, what do you need me to do?" And he was like, "So we're gonna walk on either side of him, right? We're gonna walk, so he's here, we're gonna walk either sides, or sort of like, you know," and he was like, "I'm gonna need you to run interference." And he said it like it was a real thing. I should know what that means or whatever. Like, and so we get to the point where we're both walking either side of him. And he looks over at me. This dude is distracted. This dude doesn't know what's going on in the world. This dude is fully with the lettuce, right? And locked in. And the security guard go. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, he's acting like he gave me a plan. There's no plan. I don't know what this means. And so he's like, So finally, I just yell out, I'm like, "Hey, dude, fucking the lettuce." And that dude turned around and faced me, and when he faced me, I was like, "Tackle him." And then he did. He tackled him. Got that dude to the ground. And you gotta give credit where credit is due, okay? You do. To the security guard and to this dude, because this dude was so hard when he got up, the lettuce was still on him. That is crazy. I don't know if I've ever been that hard in my life. This dude got up, hands being held. Like, it's not like he can help out for a quick second. Terrifying. I've been thinking a lot about the way that couples fight. Do you know what I mean? Like the way, just the tactics we use, and like, look, I want to be clear. I truly believe this. I've even said on stage before. Everybody is doing everything. Don't like listen to people getting in your ear. Everybody's doing everything. Everybody gaslights. Everybody, you know, all this stuff like that. So I'm not saying that one thing can only be to one person with one identity. I'm just saying, like, I've just watched, and I feel like I just don't like fighting in a relationship, because I date women, and women wait. It's terrifying. Women will let you think you won a whole fight, and then it's coming soon. And you don't even know what it is. It's not been planned yet, but it's gonna happen. My uncle got in an argument with his wife, and you know, I don't even know what it was about, but must have been feeling himself, because when the argument was done, you know, he'd walk around, man of the house, you know. He middle-aged, so you know, he pulling that belt up a little higher. You know what I mean? And sure enough, he called me one day. This is apparently weeks after the fight. My man calls me, and he's like, "I'm gonna need you to pick me up. I need you to pick me up, come get me, you know, I mean, I need some help, young blood." Like, and I was like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "Okay, so we had a little argument, all right? So we had a quick little argument, and I thought everything was fine, but it's the day to take me to the optometrist, because I broke my glasses, and she talking about she not gonna take me." And I told her, I'm like, "Baby, I'm blind. Come on now." And she over here talking about, "You don't deserve to see." Like, Y'all have been phenomenal. Thank you so much. I'm Josh.
This coronavirus is it's changing the city, man. You know, I saw a guy in Washington Square Park in a trench coat, and he was like, "Yo, I got Purell, I got zinc. Give you a face mask." It's like, didn't you used to sell coke? He's like, "Yeah, shit's changed around here." You know?
Coronavirus is in New York. Have you stocked up on your supplies?
I'm gonna just keep going out.
What kind of fucking lunatic are you?
I'm just saying if
2 weeks of supplies, bro.
Nah.
1 gallon of water per person per day for 14 days.
Okay.
Pound of food per person per day.
Okay.
For 14 days.
Really?
When people are dying in the streets, a gallon of water will be $42 a fucking gallon. You better get it right now while it's $3. It's me, my girl, our son. He's 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 gallons of water per day times 14 days. I don't know the math, but I know I can't carry that much water from the grocery store to my home. It's 3 times 14. Whatever 3 times 14 is, 2 into 1. Is that 32 gallons? That doesn't feel right.
It is crazy that I can't do it quickly.
14 times 3 is a tough one.
3 times 14.
14 is 28.
Yeah, but then you add that other.
And I watch
38,
football.
42. It's 42.
42 gallons of water.
Yeah.
That's too much water. And this is where the health officials start getting wrong. You need 6 days worth of water. Save your urine in the tub or the toilet. Don't flush the toilet. And for the next 6 days, drink your urine from the first 6 days of water. That's 12 days of fluids. All you need is 2 more days where you just don't drink.
I'm insulted.
You can live without water for 3 days.
I hate that you've ever called me a lunatic because this thing that you're talking about right now is insanity.
The craziest thing
You're
you
going to
can
drink
do.
your pee early.
If you're in a disastrous situation where you cannot leave your home, it is imperative that you save your urine.
So you're telling me.
Why the fuck would you flush your urine?
You're telling me that in the first week of the 2 weeks,
Yes.
you're going to start drinking pee.
I didn't drink it. I said I was going to save it. I put it in the bottles that the water used to be in.
This is the talk of someone that like gets the thing.
This is the talk of someone that is prepared in case the shit goes south.
I know you think you're prepared, but right now, it's all just pee talk.
I can tell you ain't never been through no shit.
Why are we shaking hands? Isn't that weird? Why are we still shaking hands like it's 1852? Like, you say hi and you shake hands. I already acknowledged that I saw you, you know? Why do we also have to shake hands? Like, if they don't fix coronavirus, like if we just live with it forever and then that's it, shaking hands will go away. Like the CDC already said, like, hey, you don't need to shake everybody's hand. Like, it'll go away. And when it goes away, for our grandkids, like generations and generations past now, when our grandkids shake hands, that's gonna be like third base. You're gonna have people after dates like, girl, how was it? And she's like, girl, it was good. It was alright, and then like, girl, you know, it was towards the end of the day, we ate, and you know, we had a little wine and everything, and then like, we just shook hands in front of everybody. It was crazy in public. You know? It just felt right that her friend would be like, girl, please tell me you wore a glove. No glove. No glove. I didn't need a glove. It felt right, boo. It felt like the one, you know what I'm saying? Just shake, because I don't even know what happened. Just all of a sudden my hand was in his hand. And he's like, girl, no glove, you nasty. I know I'm nasty, though. Just no glove hands. You know what I mean?
I don't eat nothing with a C these days. Corona. Why would they call it Corona?
Wait, it's not, listen, it's not Coronas like the alcohol. It's
How do you know
coronavirus.
it's spelled the same way?
So there's a lot of things spelled the same way. That don't mean it's the same thing.
Oh, you know what? Because they came out with a new HPV cream called Chloe.
You know what? I can't stand you. You said you don't eat nothing with a C. That means you don't eat cock no more?
No, it's called penis this month.
Oh, now you change it for...
Yeah.
With the coronavirus, I want us to stop kissing. Anybody else on board? We gotta stop kissing people in the mouth. It's disgusting. It is absolutely. Why do we kiss each other in the mouth? It's gross. I was having sex with this guy. He started kissing me. I was like, man, this is too much. This is. Like, I know your penis is a sign to me, but this is like, we're not there yet. Like, why are you kissing me in the mouth? This is disgusting. You guys think you kiss in the mouth all the time? It's think about it. You're just swapping saliva for no reason. You ever kiss somebody and they just too juicy in the mouth and you gotta go. It's like you took a motherfucking swig of that purple wine at church. Like, ooh, that's enough. A thimble of saliva in my mouth. Let me wash it around. Absolutely disgusting. I'm single, if you didn't realize that.
Are you guys germaphobes lately? Like, you know those long door handles? I don't touch the middle anymore. I touch way up top. But now every time I walk into a restaurant, it looks like I'm a stripper who's starting her dance.
You know what's crazy about the coronavirus? I read that, like, the Corona beer sales are way down because of the coronavirus, just because the names are similar, which I think is weird. I remember when OJ killed his wife, we didn't stop drinking orange juice.
Now, with the coronavirus coming out.
What is it called?
Whatever it is.
No, what is it called? What are you trying to say?
How worried, like, do you have...
No, dummy, it affects old people like you first. It's the people that are in the winter of their lives.
I'm 44.
You are 44. I'll bathe my unborn baby in the coronavirus.
There's no way you're 44.
I'm 44.
You're not 44, but you put an S on everything. You call it coronavirus. The older black men get, the more S's they add on words.